Okay.
It just
Okay, that kind of just froze there. Usually
so
does something
I
else.
occasionally get this where it just doesn't boot. So I just close it and start it again, and it generally comes up.
I also don't remember if I left it on. Should I leave it on bridge or put it back to shared?
But let's put it back to shared. Just yeah, no real reason, but just is that what it is? Oh, you're here, Andrew.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello. Oh, are you on your
Hello.
phone or
I'm in the browser now,
okay?
so I can't
You
can't turn my webcam on.
and before you were like in the app.
In the Zoom app, yeah.
Weird. Okay, so I would probably on the console like log in just because if your problem before was not getting an IP address,
ah,
it's probably best to just go like go onto the console and see if it's got an IP address.
okay. Sorry, I've got so many windows open. Where did my?
At least
Here we are.
it looks like you're smart with like virtual desktops and stuff. I've never really successfully managed
Yes. Okay. So
so
log into the
if you
console and then what?
yeah, if you I think I use IP space add space show. I think that's one of the commands that okay, so yeah, it's saying you only got an IPv6 address for some reason. Um, as
Mm.
your, I can't think what could possibly cause. It's just Debian renew.
This couldn't have anything to do with using a VPN, could it?
Possibly. Um,
How's UTM configured as well for the networking in that?
so we just switched it back to what I have it set up out of the box, which is shared, I think. But I know somebody else had a problem and they switched it to bridged, and I think that fixed it. But Missy tried that previously with no luck. But we could definitely try that again. Um, so I don't know if this will work, but I'm going to drop a message in the chat. I'm literally googling it. So this would need to be run on the console of the UTM console, like not on your machine. Um,
Okay.
and it's just basically supposed to renew the IP address. So um, it can't hurt to try it. I guess I would kind of expect it just to sort of time out maybe, or I don't know if you just issue that IP add show command a couple of times just to see if it's managed to. Okay, it's making absolutely no difference as far as I can tell, but um, so I wonder if we should. I wonder if we should do what you did before. So the other thing is, have you have the VPN?
Mm.
Do you use that because you need to use that, or
No, I just feel like VPN usage is a good thing to do,
I
and it
wonder
keeps
if
things
it's
standard.
worth. I wonder if it's worth switching that off. Um, yeah, just to see if it does make any difference. I guess again, you'll need to probably power off the VM and boot it back up. We'll see what happens. And as was
She's
expected.
disconnected the VPN, so now the network's gone down.
Yeah. I think Zoom. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty impressive. We lost you for a second, as expected, but
Oh, am I back?
you are. Yes.
Okay, I'll try rebooting that.
Cool. I'm going to remind myself what the UTM network options are as well, because I know I get a bit confused. I guess bridged is trying to put your you've got an IP address.
So it's linked to a VPN. That's the
Yeah, but
problem.
I don't I really don't understand how, because yeah, I thought that shared, let me have a look what the definition of shared is quickly. So network mode. So shared network. Traffic is routed directly by the host, and the guest shares a VLAN with the host. Services running on the guest and the host can see each other without additional configuration. Yeah, I don't see, unless when you're on the VPN, you have an IP address that like clashes with the IP address of UTM or something. But I don't really understand why that would happen.
I did find this issue on the UTM page, on the UTM GitHub page,
Right.
where they recommend using the UTM VLAN networking mode. They reckon it could be an issue with macOS virtualization that doesn't respect VPNs.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's an option for UTM.
The other thing that I'd half be tempted to try, although obviously you don't want to have to do this every time, but I'm kind of wondering if you were to turn the VPN back on, would that immediately break it? I mean, maybe it would, but it might be like once it's booted up and it's got an IP address, it might be good to go.
Oh,
But,
we can try. I'll put it back
yeah,
on.
why not? Why not? I guess we'll lose you again in a second. What's best, just to like ping something or run curl or do something from the VM to
I don't know. I'll just show
I
the IP address again.
yeah, I don't think it definitely wouldn't just vanish. Like what if you shut down the VM and restart it, it probably wouldn't get one. But yeah, if you just ping 8.8.8.8 or something like that, I guess. You missed. No, you didn't. I'm really confused. What's going on there? Yeah, you've only got 3 8s. Sorry, it should be 4 8s.
Oh.
No, it looks like that's killed it. So yeah, should we try Andrew's method? Well, now you're connected back on.
No, I'm reading the rest of the comments now. Apparently, that's not going to work either.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's an issue with Apple VMs. I don't think it supports the VLAN emulated network type. If you go to UTM settings,
But why would it work without the VPN, but then not work when you got the VPN?
I'm not sure.
Unfortunately, you can't access the
It'll be for
settings
the-
when the VM's
It is
running.
running.
So if you shut it down again, we'll try something else. But it doesn't really make sense to me. That's weird.
Oh, I lost you for a second.
Yeah, which is weird because you reconnected to the VPN like 2 minutes ago. So,
Yeah.
right. So let's
it says
look
here,
at them.
my
on,
bad.
Andrew.
The emulated VLAN mode is only available for QEMU backend, not for Apple VMs. Is it a Q? Oh, it is QEMU.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
maybe
looks
will.
like it is. Yeah. So should we
go to
try it?
network
Let's give it a try.
What am I changing here?
So from network, what were you
network
saying
at
it
the
is?
side,
And
and the drop down then.
emulated VLAN.
VLAN.
Yeah.
Okay, and then try running
Oh, now you've got an IP address 10.02.15.
Can you ping 8.8.8.8?
They said don't do pings; it won't work.
Oh,
Okay.
If you do dig at 1.1.1.1. Oh no, keep the at needs to touch the one.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
one
That's
more
it?
one, I think.
Dot one. Yeah. Space.
Oh,
And
sorry.
they did. Oh, that's all right.
Uh,
Space, and then they did duckduckgo.com. But I think any domain is fine.
like so.
Yep.
Yeah. Not looking good, is it?
Note.
Yeah, it says don't use ping to check connectivity. It's not supported on emulated VLAN. Perform a DNS lookup instead. If it times out, no connection. Oh, one server found. No. Is that right? No server could be reached. Oh, no. Okay. What happens if you just try going to 10.02.15 in your browser?
Oh. Just all together, no dots?
Oh,
Or?
no. 10.0.2.15. Sorry.
Oh.
Is the GDK started? Does it start automatically?
Yeah, it starts automatically. But obviously it runs on port 3000. So
Right, okay.
realistically, we should put gdk.local port 3000 into Chrome or Firefox or whatever it is.
I didn't do the other setup steps for GTK in a box this time.
You should
I didn't do this
need
yet.
to be honest, just to get it running. Okay, yeah, it's not finding gdk.local, so I don't think there is
I
any.
don't know if that would work on the VPN. Oh, no. Because is that in your host file?
No, it is some magic with UTM. So
Okay, because I don't know if
VPN.
I'd expect that to work with a VPN connected either.
Should we try bridged again? I know you tried it before, but we'll just have another.
Switch it back to bridged from that setting.
Yeah, I guess so. Although again, it didn't work before, so I can't see why. But we'll just have a look at the settings and. So have we got bridged
Oh, hang on a
interface?
minute. If you go back
Can
to
you
that
look at?
VPN. What was it? Sorry. If you go back to the emulated VPN, that's got port forward settings now. Is that on the left-hand side below network?
Oh, so yeah, we definitely don't want to have to do that then, because that's going to be a pain in the backside. If you go back to network again and go back to shared first, I just want to try. Okay, now try bridged. And can you, in the automatic drop down, just have a look what the options are?
In the
bridged interface.
this.
Oh, so you've only got yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Is that right? Let me just have a look at mine quickly. Because bridged. Just thinking isn't EN0 normally your wired connection, but you're connected to Wi-Fi, right?
Yes.
So I'm just going to check.
Could you disconnect your VPN again and then close that network window, disconnect the VPN and open up the network again? Because I wonder if the VPN takes exclusive control of the network.
All right. Okay, here I am. So
Network mode bridged, was it?
Yeah.
And then bridge
Yeah.
interface.
bridge interface. Same.
Oh, I can't see anything now.
Yeah, your screen weirdly hasn't refreshed there.
Oh,
So it just had EN0 listed.
that's right.
I mean, my Mac is hilarious because I've got hundreds of interfaces. I have no idea what. But I've got EN8 and EN1. I'm trying to work out what the difference. I'm guessing one's the Wi-Fi and one's I'm actually plugged in here as well. Can't quite figure out which one's which, if that makes sense. So EN0.
Oh, UTM is macOS only.
Yes.
I was going to have a look what it's like on my machine, but
I'm going to disconnect my Wi-Fi. Hopefully I won't disappear. Right, so on mine, yeah, so okay, no, it does look like EN0 is the Wi-Fi because I've disconnected my Wi-Fi. EN0 has no longer got an IP address, but oh no, I'm lying. What? Yeah, EN8 is my wired and EN0 is my Wi-Fi. That is right. Okay, so yeah, that sucks. So just to be sure, because you did get an IP address, let's switch back to shared. Let's run the VM and let's see if the VM works when you're not on the VPN, just to make sure that it's actually working. Guessing, Andrew, you've done a bit more Googling for UTM not working with VPN, essentially.
yeah, I can't find too much that seems useful though.
Looks like it does seem to be loading.
Yeah, and can you, from the VM, can you, I don't know if ping's the right, yeah, let's just ping 8.8.8.8 just to be, yeah, perfect.
Yeah, I guess that.
Just magic. So the issue you were looking, okay, so I found another issue, Andrew. I'm just going to have a quick look. The only thing I found says like VPN might disable IP forwarding. This is the case with AWS VPN. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why with the VLAN one you have to configure port forwarding. Maybe.
Yeah. Weird. Yes. Yeah, I don't know how many people. I thought there'd be more sort of Googleable results, to be honest. Problem is, it wasn't. Oh no, it did get an IP, didn't it, when we had it on emulated, right? But it
Yeah.
just didn't have network connectivity.
We couldn't get DNS working from the VM, and
Mhm.
GDK local didn't work.
What is the VPN client? Are there any configuration options on there at all, or
Yeah, there's
could
some. I
could
use
it be as
Movad.
simple as like a setting that we can simply enable? Or
Can you see the VPN settings here when I open them?
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh.
VPN setting.
Local network sharing.
Local network sharing.
Oh, okay.
IPv6 kill switch lockdown.
I would say try. I don't know if you'd need to turn the VM off, connect the VPN again, boot it up, keep our fingers and toes crossed.
So just turn on the
I think
network
so.
sharing and
I
that's
think
it.
that should probably be enough, to be honest. Yeah.
Okay, let's turn that back off. I'll probably lose you for a second when I put this back.
No problem.
Okay, back.
You are? Yes, indeed.
Okay, so which network setting did we want? Still shared?
Yes, I think so. Looks promising. Can you ping 8.8.8.8?
Yes. That's not loading though.
Interesting. No.
Can you access that IP port 3000? So 192.168 64.2.
Did I type that right?
Yep. And then port 3000.
Colon 3000. Nope.
Nope.
Wait, was it just 2? Yeah, it was. Okay.
The ping's not doing much, but didn't you say ping's not supported?
That's with the VLAN.
Oh,
So can you go back to the VPN settings for a moment? I have a feeling it had specific IP like subnets listed. So if you click on the eye and it's the local network sharing. Oh, it's coming to life. So 0.0/16. I need to check that quickly.
That basically means anything in that range. So up to 192.168.0.0 to 255.255.
Okay, so that should include .64
Should
basically.
definitely include that one. Yeah.
Okay. I'm confused why it suddenly is responding when it wasn't before, or at least in one direction. This feature allows access to other devices on the local network. It does this by low network. Right, okay, I see. Yeah, so by default, without this enabled, all traffic is being forced down the VPN, whereas this is saying allow traffic from your local machine to these. But what I'm unsure about is in the opposite direction, if that makes sense, allowing traffic from those out.
Do you need external network connection from the VPN? From the VM?
You're going to really struggle without it, right? Because you can't push and pull, and you can't GDK update, and yeah, you're
Aren't
not
you
going to
doing
get
that from your
very.
host VM though? From your host machine? You're not doing that from within the VM, are you?
No, I do it from within the VM. I don't know if you
Oh.
use the VS Code UI, if it goes. I know. I think it'd still be
Oh, it's all
using.
the code in the virtual machine. I thought
Yes,
you
yes.
mounted a folder into the
No,
VM.
no.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Um, hmm. So when we enabled that option, we rebooted after that, didn't we? I'm sure we did.
Mhm.
But what's interesting? Um,
Can you just reload that Chrome tab and see if GDK has started?
the other thing I'm tempted to do is now try like emulated VLAN. So shut the VM down, just switch to, or even bridge. To be honest, either one. We'll try one and then the other. Bridged was what somebody else at GitLab was able to get working, so maybe try that one first.
Sounds good.
I think it needs turning off and on again.
Okay.
So you've got an IP address. Can you ping?
Yes.
Success, I think. And is if you use the gdk.local.
Oh, yes.
Looks promising.
It does look promising. Okay.
We
Great.
get
So the
there
trick
in
is
the
just
end.
to turn on that setting in the VPN and then use shared.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm inclined to. Oh no, it wasn't shared. I think it
Wait,
was
it was Bridge,
bridge.
wasn't it?
Bridge,
I
sorry.
think
Yeah.
so, yeah. So the question I'm trying to ask myself or remind myself is I feel like I specifically used shared because bridge didn't quite do what I wanted it to do. I think I remember. So let me just read the docs again. Read the docs. I think it'll be fine for most people. UTM network. I think shared allows the VM to access your host to access the VM, and the VM to access the internet. So it's almost like every possible combination. Whereas bridge, I don't think your host can access. Sorry, I don't think the VM can access your host, which normally won't be a problem. I was doing something where I don't know, say I was running like a webhook on the host and I needed to be able to connect in both directions. Let me just check whether I got that right. So shared network traffic is routed by the host and the guest shares a VLAN with the host. Yeah, so they can talk to each other. Bridged, the host creates a layer 2 bridge. Yeah, I wish my networking was up to understanding what that means. I'm sure I saw a really nice diagram somewhere that kind of showed tick boxes to like who can access what. YouTube versus to make it more confusing, VirtualBox and UTM like use different terminology and work in different ways. And where did I find that diagram? Oh yeah, so you can get set up now, I guess. Do you want to just follow the instructions and
Yeah,
Oh,
this
shit.
is. I don't know if this is gonna mess up my other SSH stuff again. I can always
Okay,
put
so
it back, but
we can check. So if you I would normally what would I do? Probably in your terminal, so not in the VM console. Yeah, if you do code space till yeah, exactly
this file.
that. Yep. And then look in the config. So at the moment, you've got no config for the VM, so you're good.
Right. This is what the curl adds.
That's yes. Now, what I don't know is when you ran this. I think hopefully it's the latest one, because if you got an old one, then it may need updating. But let's try saving that, and then
don't you need to indent the second line or line 3 there?
Yeah. Oops. Okay. Okay, start the VM, did that. VS Code.
Yeah, so let's open. Well, we don't want to run that because we're not connected to the VM yet, so we need to connect first. So if you launch the remote SSH, so in VS Code, if you bring up the command palette.
Oh, right. The remote connect
third
host.
option. That's it, exactly.
What was it? Debian at Debian?
GDK.local.
Oh, right.
Right.
I can't download the GDK anymore. GDK in the box anymore, Ling. You've used too much bandwidth.
Oh, what Google Drive's telling us to.
Yeah.
Oh,
too many users have viewed or downloaded this file. Please try accessing again later.
Where do I put it? I need to find somewhere else to stick it. Try continue, but I think this means you've got an old key or a different key, so we'll maybe like redo whatever we need to do. No, I don't know. Looks happy actually.
Okay.
So if you bring up a terminal in here, yeah, and this is on the VM, so you can do this. So you might want to just pause your screen sharing. I'm not sure whether the thing that it displays on the screen after you run this command, whether that needs to be kept secret. I imagine Nicholas or Andrew are probably more, I don't know what the word is, they understand SSH a bit better. I think the public key that's generated and displayed on screen is fine for anyone to see.
Public keys are fine, yeah.
Okay,
yes,
okay.
Definitely fine.
Okay. Me
So
trying to be security conscious. You can share again, basically.
This I want to add to the GDK.
No, you want to add it to proper GitLab.com. Is that something that I could do with clarifying in the instructions?
Let me double check the instructions. Add the SSH key to your profile. Oh, I guess, yeah, that would be nice if it were clear that it meant like your rack actual.
I mean, it does.
Now that I think about it, it makes sense.
It does link, like, so it's a high, and actually, yeah, that also links to it as well. So
that's true. Except I put my other account. Hold on. I am going to stop sharing for a second.
No worries.
Okay. So let me add this GTK in a box. I think that should be good then. Okay, so I added SSH and VS Code file, navigate to this, open this, and log in. I think everything's all set then.
So you're not in the GDK folder at the moment, but if you do the file open thing that it said, then I think
Oh,
that will. I can never remember. I think that'll do.
yeah, that looks like it works. Okay, then if I were. Oh, I see, it's not open.
Yeah, so you need to basically do that open folder, and then that will move you into that.
I see, so not just CD into it.
No, that only changes like the context of the terminal, if that makes sense, and not the context of VS Code itself.
Okay. So then if I just like make some random change and it should be able to just use the everything. I think that's fine. I think it works now.
Awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, so VPN, I'll definitely add that to troubleshooting. Although, like I say, if I can set the default to use, what was it, bridged, I feel like that seems to be mildly more successful. Definitely a few other, or at least one other, have suggested that. I'll make sure it works for me, I guess, before I update the image. Yeah, awesome. Well,
Thank
I'm
you.
glad we got it sorted, because yeah, there definitely is. If there's anyone that can't get it to work, then that's not going to help. Anyone got anything smallish for 15 minutes or so?
Not really. I was trying to get Git operations working, but I think it might be a GTK thing I need to sort out. And that's not going to be a quick fix.
I wonder, I promised someone that I was going to flesh out some of the achievement stuff. I'm trying to find where that thread was. As always, I have way too many things open at the moment.
Do you use the one tab Chrome extension, Lee?
I have not. What does that sound scary?
Oh no, it's actually quite nice. I have the same problem you do where I have a bazillion tabs open. You just click one tab and it automatically throws them all into one tab in a list of things. And so it kind of cleans it up and then you can reopen what you want pretty easily.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I just like tend to find about once a week or so that I'm like, right, my to-do list is essentially my tabs, and I'm gonna work from right to left. And right, let me share my screen now. So yeah, achievement somewhere. I reached out. And yes, this.
One
So
thing
we
to
find
help with the tab hell is also to not let the browser keep the tabs open after restarts, so you can't actually build up such a huge history of tabs.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's 50-50. Like, I use Arc as well, and Arc just I'm sure it must be configurable, but if you haven't used the tab for a while, it just gets rid of it, which is kind of nice in a way, but scary in another way. So yeah, with achievements, sorry, we recently merged this, I don't know what I'd call it, the ability just to view the achievements for a group, which is our first kind of step into the, I don't want to say UI, because we obviously have on profiles, I'm assuming I have at least one. Yeah, we have the achievements on the profile, so we have got some UI stuff. But yeah, we want the CRUD options in the UI. And somewhere I have forgotten that somebody very kindly started some mock-ups for us. So yeah, for add achievement, award achievement, and some other stuff. So now we've got a basic UI. We can start extending that, but I don't think we've got. So we could do with fleshing out an issue, basically. Manage achievements for groups and projects. Achievement. I don't know if these are the same thing or not. Manage achievements. Add create achievement UI. Maybe. Achievements for groups and projects. Yeah, I might just consider killing one of those off. So this is just a create achievement. This is okay. This is that one. Yeah. So let's get rid of this one for the moment, just to get stuff together in one place. So problem proposal. Okay. So let's do a bit of an update of where we're at. So. Implementation plan. So we have, what do we have? I've lost it now. This one, I guess. Screen view, ping me, Bob. To view groups, achievements. Be able to create a new achievement. Able to delete. I think we've got delete. So we can create, update, delete. Yeah. So create achievement. Achievement. I don't know why I'm putting be able to. Award and achievement. Revoke an achievement. And delete user achievement. So what would be, I don't know if there's any logical I think we start at the beginning, which is to create an achievement, right? Yeah, that's probably the best place. So put that down here somewhere. So what do we need to do? We need to conditionally display. Where was our mockups? Add achievement. Admin achievements or something. Should use the GL draw component, I think. What? Yeah, I think that's probably sufficient. I'll see you later, Andrew. Take care. So yeah, I think GL draws are good. I quite like the not the achievements, the CRM kind of, I don't know what you call it, mechanism for CRUD. So we should use the GL draw component. UI. Wait. Oh, maybe. I'm not sure. Hopefully, use. There's another component. Form fields. This allows us to dynamically create a form without having to generate all the HTML by hand. Yes. The first iteration. Doesn't need to have it. It might be easy enough, but I think using GraphQL to upload an image may be a little bit, or upload a file might be a little bit trickier. So
but I think we can take a look at the custom emojis, because if I'm correct, they also upload the. Oh no, they don't upload it. They have a link to a file, if I remember correctly. Okay, forget what I said.
I think the one place that I know, so where to get the GraphQL to figure it out, it's design management, the design. So I think this uses GraphQL. So we could probably it might be easier than I thought anyway. The back end bit I think was the tricky bit. So we conditionally display the button. We're going to probably want to introduce what's it called? View router.
I'm not sure why we would need the router, because isn't it a one list?
So the reason why, and now I don't know if I'm going to be able to try it, but I don't know if I'm actually running GDK at the moment. So what we want to be able to support is like I don't even know what it is, to be honest. I think it could be like group slash flight slash achievement slash new. I think we want to be able to support that, and then slash like to slash edit. I think we want to be able to support those kind of things. And using view router, I found as a good just see if I've got
Yeah, okay, if we support these additional paths, it might make sense to use the router.
contact route. It's really interesting because yeah, I don't know how much we use view router. I should be able to figure it out, to be honest, quite easily by grepping for it. But there's some quite nasty patterns that we've got, like legacy wise, where we use I don't know what it is, where you like push stuff to the history. I think one of the ones that I know I've looked at before is on a merge request, which I don't think I've got open anymore. Like when we switch between like the changes tab and the diff tab, etc. Where we're using like pop and push to move stuff into the history. And yeah, it's all a bit manual, when actually, yeah, view router I think is made exactly for this. So using to I know correctly. Yeah, so yeah, this pattern content form wrapper. Wish I could remember exactly how it worked. Where is our router view? That's it. So I guess that we've got our router view, which by default there's no component rendered in, but as soon as if you navigate to the new path or the edit path, it renders the contact form, in this instance the achievement form, passes in the relevant props, and I guess this gets handled automatically somehow. Yeah, cool. So conditions display that. We'd like to correctly handle that. Check my list here. Is Joe from Gabby, right? This uses contact form wrapper, which uses CRM form. And it's basically a way more abstracted version of this. CRM form, I think, was quite coupled with like GraphQL and other bits and pieces, but this GL form fields is like, it abstracts away all of this stuff. So. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do as a start, I think.
I think you're
There
just
should be
missing an S in design. Minor typo there on the second to last line. Yeah, you wrote DEIGN management, like 5 words before that.
Thank you very much. So hopefully that can get someone started. Awesome. Thanks very much for joining. Glad we got your problem sorted, Missy, and let us know
Thank
if
you.
you get a chance to actually use it day to day and how you get on.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.